Hello, it's now day 38 of the wellbeing series. It's 90 days of mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. What are your routines? What are your routines? What do you do on a daily and consistent basis? Something that we do without even thinking about it, something that we do routinely becomes a habit, right? We don't even think about it. We just do it automatically. It's just something we do. Actually, habits can be really difficult to break if they're bad habits, right? So we all know what bad habits it can be. Biting your fingernails. What else? Smoking. Generally, bad habits are bad for us. Hence the term. But we can also create some good habits. So, but let's think about habits. How are they created? So it's a behavior that we do on a regular basis. So it's just something that we just do time and time again, and we think nothing of it. What's happened is that we've learnt how to do something. There's been a neural connection created in the brain, and the more we do it, the stronger that becomes. So it just becomes something on autopilot. We don't have to think about it. Brushing your teeth in the morning, don't have to think about it. Driving to work, same route, don't have to think about it. There's a lot of things that we just do routinely. Sitting in our favorite chair in a certain position, sleeping on the side of the bed in the same way. There's a lot of things that we do without even thinking about it. And when we do it differently, it just feels odd, feels weird. Okay, so here's a little exercise for you. Just fold your arms. Yeah, fold your arms. Okay, now just shake that out. And now fold your arms, but put your arms in a different way. So whatever arm, if your left hand was on the top, now put it at the bottom and just switch it up. Feels weird, right? Feels weird. So straight away, our brain was wired to do something in a certain way, and when you give it an instruction to do it in a different way, at first it just feels odd, feels weird. We may not like it, but the more you keep on practicing that, okay, there'll come a time when that will become more normal than the way that was routine, okay, the way that we always used to do it. So thinking about habits that you want to give up, it's not easy. But there are ways. There's a lot of ways. I'm a coach, and I use a lot of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and hypnosis. And there's a lot of great methods to change certain habits, change things which aren't working for us. And I'm going to explore more of those things in later videos. So it is possible, but it's not always easy at the start. So it all comes down to mindset. It all comes down to why you want it, and it's more than just willpower, because willpower only lasts for so long. And we can also create some good habits, and some really simple good habits is just kind of looking at your routine. You know, first thing in the morning, just making a note of what you do. Even writing down or recording, making a note of some observances that you have about how you do things is a start to changing it, because you've done the very first thing, you've become aware of it. So have a think about some things which you know maybe you're not so happy about, or maybe you want to do something differently. Like if you think when we go on holiday and you know you're waking up in a hotel room in a different city, in a different country, it feels different, you've got a different kind of energy. Oopsie daisy, what happened there? Oh, sorry, my phone is just having a life of its own. So, but I just do these in one take, right? So there you go. So when you wake up in a hotel and you do things differently, right? It's not your usual environment. And it's just what happens. So when you change your environment, when you change things and start taking on a different routine, there's a different kind of energy around that. And this is just, you know, there's a lot I can talk about on habits and on routines, but just some little things to get going is, you know, a routine of maybe when you get up in the morning, nice big tall glass of water. talked about it before, have a glass of hot lemon and water, do some stretches, do some deep breathing, 3 or 4 minutes, and there you go. Every single day, you're creating a new habit. All right, there's a lot more you can add into that as well. Just watch some of my previous videos to give you some tips on just changing things up. So I hope you enjoyed that. Routines, I'll speak to you in the next video.